Looking for the perfect school for your child, one with personalized education? Well, you can find it in the Valley at Fusion Academy in Gilbert. Dondre Jackson is here now with all the details. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, Dondre, so what makes Fusion different than other private schools?
Well, our model is one teacher, one student ratios. So I'm going to start there. So if you need something more personalized, an alternate education, we're the perfect solution for that. No matter if you come to us full time or you're just coming to us for tutoring, everything's taught one-to-one.
Wow.
And then we also personalize everything to who we're dealing with. So if we're dealing with a student who has ADHD versus a student who has severe anxiety or a student who has learning differences, we're going to meet them where they're at.
Oh, wow. So that's personalized care, really one-on-one, and that way that child feels like they're getting their needs met, right?
Exactly, which is why a lot of families end up reaching out to us. That's what they're seeking, hoping after being at a school that didn't meet those needs.
Right, okay. So are there ways for families to fund this type of personalized education?
It is. So we do take the Empowerment Scholarship Account or the ESA voucher. We also take private pay and STOs or your tax credits. Those are three of the typical ways that families will pay.
Okay. Just super easy, right?
Yeah.
A super easy way to
exactly.
pay for the funds or to pay for education there. So academics sound great, but are there opportunities to socialize on campus?
Yeah, so even though we have a one-to-one model, it is still very social. We have clubs on campus, and if we see a growing interest, like students are interested in a certain thing and we don't have that club, we will make it happen. So right now we have a chess club, we have a video game club, we have a sewing club. All are growing interests on campus, so we made a club around them. We also do field trips together. We do community service together. We have fun nights on campus. So even though the classroom model is one-to-one, it's still very social.
Okay, and that's fun that you guys create these clubs around the kids. So I'm sure pickleball's coming soon because that's amazing, right?
We hope. So we actually don't have sports teams on campus, but we do have professionals in the community that provide those type of resources that I can get the families connected with.
Oh, that's neat. Okay, I love that. Okay, so what type of students are a good fit at Fusion?
So I usually say a few. One that's looking to get ahead. We're a rolling start, so we go all year. Also, students that are behind looking to play catch up are a good fit. And then your last are students who are falling through the cracks at their traditional school. So if they have maybe a learning disability like ADHD or high function autism and they're not really getting their needs met at a public school or the private school that they're at, maybe the one-to-one model is something that might be of interest to them.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If a parent is interested, how do they go about getting some more information and like really getting a feel of what Fusion is about?
Yeah, they can go to our website and they can also reach out to me anytime. I'm the first point of contact for Fusion Gilbert. So they can go to our website, they can contact us directly, and I'm always happy to provide tours of the campus as well. So I love showing people around. We're just finishing up building the rest of the portion of our campus, which is exciting. So feel free to just reach out to me directly or go to Fusion Gilbert website and put in your information. I'll reach out to you there.
Yeah, I'm sure the tour is helpful so they can see what it's all about there.
Yeah, showing one-to-one and explaining it's two different things. So when they actually get to see it, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, they feel the energy there.
Exactly.
Campus. Okay, so it's summertime, so let's talk about summer programming.
Okay, so yeah, we have summer camps right now going on for the next 6 weeks. All kind of different interesting topics like Dungeons and Dragons. We have a crafting summer camp. So there's about 7 or 8 different summer camp options that we have, each with different teachers, which is awesome. And they're going on for the next 6 weeks.
Okay.
So.
Perfect, the next 6 weeks. So remember that, parents. And then let me just ask you this as we wrap it up. What is your favorite thing about Fusion Academy?
Just seeing the students come in, not, feeling confident in who they are. And then maybe 2-3 weeks or maybe a month later, you're seeing a whole different student. And really that's why I do it, and that's why I've always worked in education. So just seeing them change, do a 360, and I thought it would be a longer period that happens, and it's actually pretty quick to see that lately.
Oh, that's special.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon and sharing all that information.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, guys, and if you want to learn more, go ahead and visit the website there at the bottom of your screen or call that number.
This segment is brought to you by Above Par Network. Reimagine networking.